Moomoo. Right now you can get up to 16 free stocks, 15 of them valued up to $2,000 a share by using my link in the description below. Right now you can also get 1 free share of Tesla or Google depending on your deposit amount. Keep in mind this offer ends October 11th, so go ahead and check out Moomoo. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Finally, if you guys could subscribe to my new YouTube channel, also put a link to that in the description below. Would really appreciate that. Now let's get right into today's video here. So today I want to talk about another Luxalgo indicator. This indicator is called the Luxalgo Price Action Concepts Indicator. So remember, I'll put a link to Luxalgo in the description below, along with a code that you can use right now to get 30% off right now. So let's go ahead and let's head on over to TradingView. So you need to have TradingView. This is where we're going to apply these indicators to our charts here and use them. So if you don't have TradingView yet, I'll also put a link to that in the description below. Now, right now we are on SPY and we are looking at the daily chart here. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to cover this entire indicator. There's just so many different parts to it. So I'll also put a link in the description below to documentation on this indicator where you guys can get more info on every single thing this offers, and it might go a little bit more into detail as to how to use it. So the first thing here is, how do we add this indicator to our chart? So we want to go into the indicators tab up here, and you want to go ahead and search up Luxalgo price. And just by doing that, you should see it here now, Luxalgo price action concepts. Again, this is a premium indicator. Luxalgo also has some free indicators as well. So all we need to do here is click on this, and it's going to go ahead and add it to our chart back here. So you can see something happened back here. So now we can close out of this, and it has added this to our chart. Now the first thing I'm going to immediately do here is I'm going to go into the settings here for this indicator, and I'm going to remove everything except this first option here, structures MTF scanner. I'm going to leave that checked, but everything else I'm going to uncheck. And I'm going to do this so that we're not overwhelmed by so many different things at once. And again, I'm not going to be able to cover everything. You can kind of already see here, there's so many different parts to just this one indicator here. So let's go ahead and let's click on OK. So what is this one feature showing us? It's showing us market structure. In other words, this is going to allow us to determine trend continuations and trend reversals through 2 distinct structures here. So notice on the chart here, you see 2 different structures. We see BOS and we see CHOCH here. So CHOCH stands for change of character, and then BOS stands for break of structure. So let's go through CHOCH first. Again, change of character. This is going to be characterized by price breaking a swing low during an uptrend, which potentially means there might be bearish movement going forward, or price breaking a prior swing high during a downtrend, which potentially might signal bullish movement, coming up. And so here is one example of this, right? CHOCH. So what happened here? So SPY was in an uptrend here, formed a new higher high, formed a new higher low here. So this is a higher low. But then notice what happened over here. Price went lower than this previous higher low. So now we had price breaking a swing low during an uptrend right here. That's where this line is connecting. This is where it broke. So here we had a change of character, potentially signaling to us bearish movement might be coming up here. Now we also have BOS here. So BOS basically stands for, again, break of structure. This can be thought as the opposite of a change of character. BOS is going to be characterized by price breaking a prior swing high during an uptrend. So in other words, forming a new higher high, or a prior swing low during a downtrend. So forming a new, lower low. So again, think of it as, the continuation here. So for example, right, after we had this change of character, right, price came up, came down, right? So we had this low here. Then we tried to go up, but then we had another low here. So this would have been a new lower low, right? Because here was the previous low, but we broke through that. So this was forming a new lower low. This is a break of structure. So this was a prior swing or price breaking this prior swing low here during a downtrend to form a new lower low. And again, the opposite for when we are in an uptrend here. And if we actually go back into the settings here, we can also select color candles here. This is going to color the candles so that we can more easily see this here, right? So we were in an uptrend here. When we had this change of character, notice that these candles turned into kind of a darker red. Again, potentially signaling bearish movement going forward. And then when we had this lower low form, we had this break of structure, they turned bright red. So this basically tells us, we have an even better confirmation of a bearish movement coming up, which is exactly what happened, right? Look how much SPY has dropped since this, since we were told of this break of structure here, right? We had a huge down movement here. So that's how you can use this here. Now let's go back. I'll leave the color candles up. Let's uncheck this here. Let's go ahead and let's move on to, let's move on to liquidity concepts. So trend lines, we'll do that here first. So right, as it states, we're going to see some trend lines here, some zones being displayed here. Now these trend lines or zones are only going to be displayed if market participants found liquidity in them. And so these zones obviously are going to give us areas of support, which you're going to see support in blue, or resistance. You're going to see resistance in red here. And so again, you can use this as support and resistance. So here, right, maybe you're not really good at finding trend lines. Again, these are trend lines as well where market participants found liquidity in them, right? So for example, this, right here told us, hey, there's resistance here. And, what did SPY do? SPY, in fact, had resistance, cannot break through there. So every time it got through there, it kind of bounced back. Same thing here. Then here we found support. Again, every time SPY went there, found support, cannot break through, bounce. Then it broke. Right now we had resistance on this trend line here. So, that's how that can help you out right there. Now let's move on here. So it also has chart patterns here. This is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on patterns next here. So this is an automatic pattern detection feature. Detects various different chart patterns. So if you're somebody that likes trading, with chart patterns, maybe you have a hard time finding chart patterns, this could potentially help you out. So here it had actually detected a chart pattern for us here. And this is a symmetrical triangle here. And I had actually talked about this exact same chart pattern back in mid-September, right? So we had this line that was acting as resistance on top, this line that was acting as support. They were converging, they were coming towards this single point. We were waiting for a break through one of these lines for a potential big move. Well, where did it break? Right here. And again, exactly what happened. This is where SPY has, pulled back quite a bit after this break here. So that could have potentially helped you there with this trade here. And you can kind of start to see as well how you can use all of these, together to get an even stronger confirmation of a potential next move here. So that's how you can use this patterns feature. And again, I'm just skimming over these here very quickly because there's a lot, but I'll go ahead and talk about one more here. So let's uncheck patterns and let's go down to this premium and discount zones feature here. So let's go ahead and click on it here and click OK. So notice we have like basically three different clouds showing up here now. And so these are going to highlight three specific price areas. So we have one upper area known as the premium area, right? Think of it as you might be paying a premium too much when price is in this area. Then we have one central area, equilibrium. So this is basically where, price wants to always kind of go back to at the end. And then we have one lower area called discount. So this might be an area where stock might be trading at a discount. It's kind of how you can think about it here. So these areas let us know if something is happening at a premium, at a discount, at equilibrium. And you can also use these basically as support and resistance. For example, when we got to this premium portion up here, that means, you might be, the security might be trading at a premium here, probably going to see some resistance, probably not a great place to buy, probably a place you want to sell. And that's exactly what happened. That's the highest SPY went here before pulling back. Equilibrium, right? This might be a place where, you might start to see, again, this is probably an area where the stock wants to always revert back to ultimately, right? That's actually exactly where we're at right now. And then discount, right? If price gets to discount, you might find some support there. Price might be trading at a discount. This is maybe where you're looking to potentially, buy, close your short positions if you have any, things like that, right? That's how you can use this one feature here as well. So again, there's a lot to this one indicator here. That's just one, a couple of things that this offers. There's way more, but again, don't want to make this video so long. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Check out the Discord, link to that in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.